Hey friends, welcome to another edition of
Montana Haven.
Alaska Edition. My name is Joas.
And my name is Priscilla, and this is Chloe. We have 5 kids.
So if you've been following us for a while, you probably know all about us. If you haven't, I just want to say welcome. We live here in Alaska, but why are we sitting here and why are we doing this? Well, here's an update, a life update. I'm going to show you a life update. There's one foot, and there's the other foot. Well, guys, I broke both of my heels in multiple places, and I'll tell you the story of what happened.
Yep.
First of all, I just want to say, guys, thank you. Most of you probably know about it already. We've posted on Instagram and Facebook, and if you don't follow us there, that's going to be the most up-to-date information. If you guys are on those social media platforms, Montana Haven under Facebook and Instagram. We just try to post more frequently about day-to-day happenings there, and then these videos are generally delayed a little bit. But we were building, my sons Justin and I, and Ethan, my sons Justin, Ethan and I, and my cousin Michael, we're building a log home for a client. And I grew up in the log home business. I've done it all my life. I started peeling logs when I was like 6 years old, and I just did it my whole life. I ran the crane when I was full-time summers and after school when I was 9 years old. And I was like the main crane operator for years. Well, seemed like years when I was small until I was about 14. And then I started into other things. But, you know, I've done this all my life. I walk logs, I walk beams. I've never broken a bone. I have never gotten seriously injured. I try to be very safe when I'm using like power tools with my fingers and, you know, chainsaws and things.
Yeah, he is. He's always telling the boys,
right,
you know, be careful.
Here's what happened. I was walking along what's called a porch header, and it's a beam that holds up the roof of the porch. And generally there's a porch there, so it's only about 6 or 8 feet. But there was no porch, and so there was, you know, below the porch down to the ground another 4 feet or so. So I was about 12, 13 feet off the ground, and I was walking across. End of day, it had rained all day, I was wet. I had boots on, which is not what I usually wear. I usually wear shoes, and I have a lot more support with my shoes and, you know, really comfortable. But I had my boots on just because it had rained all day. So I think that had something to do with it. I had, you know, rain bibs and raincoat in my tool bag, which was soaking wet.
Yeah.
And that added a lot of weight to it as well. Anyways, walking, and I looked over for some reason. I have no idea why. When I looked back, it was just like in a moment of weakness, I lost my balance. And I don't know if I could have stopped myself. It almost seemed like I could have, but I don't know why I didn't. Or I know on one side, the other side of me, there was like a crane and stuff. And I would not have wanted to go off of that side. That could have been bad. So I don't know if I just, you know, instinctively, I just, you know, went for the inside or whatever. I started falling, or seemed like I was. So I said, I'm jumping. And I just jumped out towards the house, or in towards the house, because the ground was higher a little bit. So I think probably in my mind, I figured it wouldn't be as high, but I kind of came in at an angle, you know, like this, and I wasn't able to like tuck and roll. I just, you know, slammed down right on my heels. And way down, I said, Jesus, and I just, you know, man, in a second I was down there. And I just knew instantly something was wrong. I just moaned, and Michael and Justin were there, and they came by and said, just give me a minute, you know, I think I'll be all right. But just, you know, I just figured, I thought maybe it's okay, but I thought because I landed like with my feet up, I thought I might have broken the tops of my bones of my feet.
Around the ankles or something.
Yeah, something like that. I figured my feet folded back, and I did something like that.
It looked like his ankles because it was swollen and purple around his ankles, but it was actually his heels.
Right. So, anyways, they just give me a minute, and they helped me take my tool bag off and kind of just lay there in the dirt, and they dragged me out from underneath there, and said, let's go to the house. I tried to walk, I couldn't walk. I felt something clicking in my foot, and it was just really sustained level of pain. So they carried me in the house, which was just amazing. I don't know what I would have done. They would have been in the RV, yes. So we were staying in our RV there. They sat down the steps there and took my boots off and you know, my wet rain bibs and stuff. I crawled inside, laid down by the heater. I started going in shock. I just said, I need heat, and I just felt like I had to throw up. And anyways, I crawled into bed. They kind of dragged me into the bed there. I lay down, and I just need covers. I need to get warm. They piled sleeping bags on top of me, clothes and covers and everything, and I just violently shook for the next couple hours, but just tried to make myself stop, but I couldn't. But anyways, after about an hour, I said, you know what, I don't think this is going to get better. I actually think we need some help. So I said, just start driving. And so they had planned to take me with the truck, but I said, oh, please take me with the RV. It would have been torture in the truck. I couldn't have stretched out. It would just been bad. But anyways, it was a blessing, the RV was. So I just lay there, and they drove, and what normally would take like 3 hours took like 5.5 hours.
Yeah, the roads were already bad at that time.
It snowed, been snowing. And so, but Michael drove super careful, and they got there eventually, and I was so grateful. Just so thankful. Priscilla had already been gone earlier and was waiting for me, and so they brought in a backboard. They said, how'd you get in here? I said, well, they dragged me in. And they said, well, we got news for you. You're gonna have to go out the same way you're coming in. I said, oh, please don't drag me out of here. I was dreading that a lot, so I just said, you know, can't you just get a backboard? Oh, let's see if we have a backboard. So they brought a backboard in, and they got me out of there, which was beautiful. After the second shot of morphine, the pain started diminishing, and it was just what I needed.
Yeah.
Well, they kept me there doing x-rays and things for a number of hours, and then I think Priscilla brought me home about 4 in.
Yeah.
And so we didn't get much sleep, but you know, I was grateful, so grateful to be home. And yeah, so the main happening is going to be on, actually kind of as it happened, is going to be on another video, like a standard midweek video, or a Friday night video. But we just wanted to kind of give you an update real quick and just let you know what's happening, because a lot of you commented and saying, what happened to Joas? Because other people had, you know, said, I hope you're getting well and things. So, and I don't know if I mentioned this, but I just want to say that really the outpouring of all your love on social media, Facebook and Instagram, that we had posted, it really overwhelmed me. I want to say it touched me. Thank you so much. I know there's many of you praying, and I really, really appreciate that so much. It meant a lot to me. I'm not really able to answer all the comments. There was hundreds and hundreds of them, but we just want to say thank you for that.
Yeah, it means a lot to us.
Yeah.
And we have a community up here now too that has been praying for him, and our community back in Montana. So we had a lot of people praying. We
had a couple families from up here, and they brought in pizza a couple of evenings, so Priscilla didn't have to cook. It's been wonderful. But kind of where do we go from here? So we met the surgeon. This happened on a Monday night. On a Thursday, we met the surgeon, and orthopedic surgeon, and he recommended, looking at the x-rays, he said he really recommends surgery. He said if I don't, I might get, very likely would get arthritis, and eventually it'd be fused together. So I said, okay, let's think about it. And I did some research, and I really would like to get a second opinion. So hopefully today, I'm getting a second opinion from a good reviewed doctor in Anchorage. And so we're looking forward to hearing what his results are. He's been doing it for 35 years. So if I do need surgery, I would like him to do it, I think. And also, I know God, it can heal me. God's power is as real today as it ever was in history. If he doesn't, that's totally up to him. And I'm going to walk in peace. I would be happy if he did, but if he's not, I'm going to be just as happy, and it's my heart to trust him completely and know that he loves me. And the other thing is, while I'm here in this place of, 12 to 16 weeks recovery time, I just want to make the most mileage out of this opportunity. I just want to enjoy my time with my family, and just really, maybe there's things I have a lot of ideas that I want to pursue and work on and things. So who knows what'll happen with this time, but I just really want to get every mileage out of it that I can. And if I'm here anyways, I don't want to be disgruntled or grumpy about it. I'm just going to make the most of it. That's my heart. I don't know that I always will, but that's what I want to do.
Yeah. I really appreciate how optimistic he is. He's just so cheery and optimistic most of the time, and it makes it a lot easier for me, and it's actually been a blessing having him, at home. He's helping with schoolwork right now, and So yeah, I get to have him around a little more.
Yep. Well, just keep watching for our regular videos. We have a couple more videos coming up before you'll actually see the event take place.
Yeah.
Or one or two. But anyways, we just want to say thanks, guys, for watching. It's really a blessing to our family if you guys watch, and hope you guys enjoy our videos. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the little bell. That always will give you notification whenever we post new videos. So just remember that, hit the bell, as well as subscribe if you want to be notified. And until then, God bless, and we'll keep you notified and see where it goes.